One of the things I'm most proud of is our mental health department, where we provide low-cost counseling to special needs individuals and their families. During times like this is something that everyone can use.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in to our show, The Art of Music. My name is Judy Langdon.
I'm Avivah Paskowitz.
And we are the music and art directors at the Ed Azar Family Center. And we're here to sing with you. We're here to make some art with you. And we're here to have some fun. So are you ready to sing our hello song? Oh, hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Center's musical show. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome, my forever friends. Come on, let's go, let's go. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Welcome to the Center's musical show. Judy and Avivah. Oh, yes, you know. We're gonna have some music and some art. Yeah. We're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna have some fun today. All right, sing with me. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Center's musical show. All right, I think you're ready to start our show. Let me hip hop back to Avivah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another music and art class with us, your buddies, your fellow artists and music compadres.
That's right. But we kind of got to go back. We got to look at what we did last week, which was so much fun. I've never been so comfortable in my whole life.
I know. I hope you guys joined us for a cozy and relaxing and guilt-free, like chilling out experience that we had last week. It was so much fun. I hope you guys are joining us again this week, reoccurring friends.
As well as I hope last week you took a break and didn't feel guilty about it, right? Even if it was 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or a whole, a day you took for yourself, or even if you took 2 days or 3 days or a whole week. Some of you are on spring break. I'm hoping you're enjoying that break, but it's so necessary just to
some
take
TLC.
Exactly.
Tender love and care. Right. So today for our music and art class is going to be all about Women's History Month. Woo! Women. WW. Woo women.
The women. I know. It's so great. And I mean, I feel like we don't ask this enough, but what is it? Like, Women's History Month is all about celebrating women's contribution to the history, to culture, to society. And we haven't been celebrating it all that long. I mean, 1987 wasn't that long ago. So every March since 1987, we've been celebrating Women's History Month. And we should be celebrating it
like every day.
Every day. Yeah, exactly, Avivah.
Well, basically, the reason why we are celebrating Women's History Month, it's because it's dedicated to reflect on sometimes the often overlooked contributions of women all over the world, from Susan B. Anthony to Kamala Harris, everyone in between contributing to the milestones in the U.S. and the whole world.
This is a really good year to celebrate. I mean, for a long time, we've always said to little girls, you could be whatever you want to be. But no one has ever made it all the way to being vice president of the United States, and that is so amazing. So every girl can look at every mother can look at their daughter and say, you can do anything you put your mind to.
It's so exciting. It's also kind of overwhelming in a way, like, whoa, you can do
anything. You can do anything. You just have to set your mind to it and focus. And I think that's why Avivah and I both found art and music so compelling that we put our whole heart and soul into it. So I think it's time to listen to some music.
Jamming with Judy.
Are you ready? Let's hip hop to my guitar. Hello, I know we're going to do some music. We're going to sing. We're going to have some fun. But a first artist I really wanted to talk about was Diana Ross. She is the queen, and so many people know her for her songs and singing and dancing. She loved to dance, right? She loved to sing, she loved to dance. So maybe you can go grab your drums, your shakers, or anything you've got laying around next to you. It could be a water bottle. And just dance with me, have some fun with me, sing it out. You might know this song. It's called I'm Coming Out. I'm coming out. Yeah, I want the world to know. Oh, let me let it show. Sing it out. Oh, I'm coming out. I'm gonna let the world know. Gonna let it show. Oh, I'm coming out. Sing it again. Here we go. I'm coming out. Woo! Oh, I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm gonna let it show. Oh, I'm coming out. Gonna let the world know. I'm gonna let you show. So shake it. So girls, oh, shake it and have some fun. Oh, dance and move your body to the rhythm you see. Come on and dance with me. Ready? Come on, let's go out. Oh, I'm coming out. I'm gonna let the world know. I'm gonna let them show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I'm gonna let it show. Oh, I'm coming out. I'm coming out. One more time. Oh, I'm coming out. I'm gonna let the world know. Gotta let it show. Thank you so much for dancing, singing, or jamming, or just listening along to that song. It's so nice to see musicians and singers and female artists come from a place that was mostly man-dominated, but we came in and we came out and we started singing, and no one can stop us. We're still singing. All the way to Taylor Swift or Katy Perry or Nicki Minaj. We're making our way through different genres and different styles and singing our heart out, as well as being composers and writers and musicians, just like Alicia Keys. So the next song I have for you is one that I love to sing. It's called This Girl's on Fire. So if you know this one, you can sing it with me and sing it out loud and proud, because you know what? We are on fire. We're going to celebrate today. All right, here we go. She's just a girl, but she's on fire. Hotter than a fantasy, lonely in the highway. She's living in a world and she's on fire, filled with catastrophes, but you know she could fly away. Oh, she's got her feet on the ground and she's not backing down. Oh, you got her head up in the clouds, but she's not coming down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Yeah, sing it out. Oh, this girl is on fire. Oh, she's looking like a girl, but she's a flame. So bright she can burn your eyes. You better look the other way. You can try, but you'll never forget her name. She's on top of the world. Oh, the hottest girl. Oh, she's got both feet on the ground, and she's not coming down. No, oh, she's got her head up in the clouds, and she's not backing down. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire. Oh, I hope you were singing out loud and proud. Alicia Keys is an amazing pianist and composer and songwriter, and just creating this music that empowers us to be not only women, but to be outgoing and to show who we are and how we sound and to sing out. So thank you so much for joining me and singing that song with me or playing along that song with me. But I know you're ready for a little bit of art now, right? So let's head back to Avivah.
Hi, welcome back. I loved your voices. They were so empowering. I feel like I could run a whole marathon or fly across the Atlantic Ocean, because today for crafting.
Ooh, I can't wait. Oh, I see it. I think I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Sneak peek. Today we are going to be making little airplanes made out of just a plain old water bottle in honor of the incredible Amelia Mary Earhart. And so Amelia was an incredible woman. She is an incredible American aviation pioneer and author. She was also one of the first aviators to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Wow. Powerful woman. She set so many other records too. She wrote best-selling books about her flying experiences, and also was a part of the formation of the 99s, a organization mainly focused on all female pilots.
That's amazing. She did a lot of work. It's almost hard to get it all out. She did so much.
I know. I got so many facts to spew. It's almost just like word
She just
jumbled.
didn't stop. That girl was on fire.
That girl was
on fire. That's what I have to say.
Oh my gosh. So yes, in honor of Amelia's incredible endeavors and leadership within the aviation community, we are going to make airplanes in honor of her. So get your crafting hands together, get your sleeves rolled up, get a nice sturdy surface, and let's talk about some of our materials that we're going to be needing today. Alrighty, so some of the first few materials that we are going to be needing are 3 different types of paper. So I have 3 different colors here today. I've got a nice orange, a dark blue, and a light blue. And we are going to be needing scissors as well, maybe a pencil to mark our lines to make sure they're nice and straight, and a ruler to help us with that, a nice tool for that. And we are also going to be using, personally today, I'm going to be using super glue today for our project, just so it's quick drying. There's no waiting involved. But if all you have is an Elmer's glue stick or liquid glue, that works as well. You just might need to hold it for a little bit longer on some of our gluing steps. But for time purposes, we're going to be using super glue. And finally, for the base of our project, a water bottle. It could be any type of water bottle. You just want to make sure that it's got a nice little cone shape on the tip. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we've got all of our materials ready to go. So here's our airplane, and we're going to put that to our side. That's just our little example for now. Maybe it could be for Judy later on.
Yeah. I always like taking home the crafts.
Yeah, I know. Judy always gets like a nice little souvenir after all of our classes. So we are going to start off with just making sure that we've got enough space to really work. Move all of your extra materials out of the way. And let's get started. So we've got our water bottle here, our base of our project, and we are going to be making sure that we can cover all of the water bottle. We want to make sure that this looks as much as an airplane as possible and not as much of a water bottle, you know? So what we're going to be doing is just doing a little bit of measuring right now, because the main part that we want to keep open, just clear, is this front cone shape, okay? So we are going to be measuring our paper right up to where this like type of cone shape starts. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a little pencil and you're just going to mark right where that little section starts. Take a ruler, make a nice straight line going all the way down. And we've got a nice guideline to start cutting. And when you're cutting, don't throw away this extra half because we'll be needing it later. All right.
So while you're cutting that, I wanted to, anyone can comment below. I love seeing comments, especially Matt. Thank you, Max, for commenting about my talent. Thank you. I love singing. It's part of my favorite things to do. Avivah, I admire her artwork, so I always tell her she's so talented, so crafty.
Thanks, Judy.
But to go on, you can comment your favorite. It could be a woman in science. It could be a woman that's right in your household. It could be anyone that you look up to that inspires you daily, or is somebody that is just really remarkable in everything they do. So if you want to comment your favorite one below, that would be awesome. I love to see comments and sharing them.
All right. So for our next step, what we're going to be doing is making sure that it can wrap all the way around your bottle. And if your bottle's a little bit big, that's okay. Just add another piece of paper to it to extend your piece. You could just glue it onto the edge there. But mine looks like it's going to fit around perfectly. So what we're going to do to really secure our piece of paper is we want to find the middle of our paper by just folding it in half, making a nice crease at the bottom. And we are going to be taking our glue and just making a nice line down the middle. This is going to be our little helper piece of glue, just to help us make sure that it's not kind of flapping all over the place while we're adding our little cuts to the top of our piece. All right, so now I'm just going to place my bottle down, making sure that the bottom is lined up with the edge here, leaving that little cone space in the front open. And then we're going to be lifting up our papers up on the side. And if you need a second helping hand, feel free to call over your aunt, uncle, dog, grandma, mom, whoever you've got near you. And we are going to be connecting these pieces. And you can see that for this flap here, I'm just giving it a little bend so I can see where my paper connects. And all I'm going to be doing is taking my pencil here, and we are going to be making the little back fin of our plane here. And excuse me for not knowing the technical terms of the plane. I am not like Amelia. I do not know the ins and outs of an airplane, but we're going to call it the back fin for now. If you know the technical names, comment below. Yeah. So we're going to make this back fin here by just making a diagonal line going straight up and leaving a few inches of space before the corner there. So we are going to be taking our scissor and just cutting on that line, and then taking this big flap here that we've got and just cutting off half of that. Okay, we got a message from our lovely tech man Steve saying that it's called a tail rudder. This is called a tail rudder of the plane. So what we're going to be doing to make sure that our tail rudder is actually sticking together is we are going to be now taking our glue, because now we've got a shape like this on both sides, and we are going to be taking our glue and just adding a little bit of glue to the bottom of one side and folding it back over and just laying it flat there. So one flap is flat on the bottle, and then we're bringing the same piece over and doing the same thing on this other side, just kind of layering it over. So we're going to do a little bit more glue on the top of that flap that we just glued down. and just bringing it around town, in the words of our friend SpongeBob. Bringing it around town.
So crafty. And I like that you're thinking outside the box. Kind of reminds me of Harriet Tubman. Like, thinking of different ways to not only help people around her and slaves around her, but being a powerful woman and deciding something crafty, like using the abandoned railroad, like going underground and escaping that way. She's such a powerful woman. Harriet Tubman was not only she did that, she was also a spy and a nurse during the Civil War. Like, she did so much, almost like crafting this airplane.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, she was definitely an incredible leader and role model for a lot of women as well. So just to make sure to catch you up here, we glued together our little tail rudder, and now our glue is dry. Thankful to our friend Super Glue here. Nice and quick drying time. All right, so now we've got a really nice base to our plane here. So you can make sure your scraps are out of the way. And we are going to just keep going. And Judy, should we do the little spinning tail, or should we do the wings next?
Oh, the spinning tail. Isn't that called the top of I feel like I should know what it is. But yeah, the thing that's on the top of the airplane that spins around. I love that.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about.
If
Steve,
you know
maybe you can give us a little bit of a tip for if you know what the little spinning part of All right, so we're gonna make that now by taking off the cap of our water bottle. Okay, we've got our cap, and we're gonna be using our pencil to just trace out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the propeller.
It is called the propeller.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, man, that Jeopardy would not be my game.
I know.
Just have to
Me and
say,
Judy
Jeopardy would not be my game.
That's not for us. We are not trivia queens when it comes to technical
I'm more
stuff.
of the supportive type. Like, you give me the answer, like, oh, that does sound familiar.
We're great.
That does sound like the answer.
We're a great audience. We can cheer you on.
Cheer anyone else on being on Jeopardy.
So now I've got my cap. I've traced around my cap, and I'm just going to be doing another ring around that circle that I just made. And this is, so we're measuring our cap to make sure that it can really fit over the little lip of the water bottle.
Ooh, that's kind of reminding me of like tennis rackets right now. You know, there's some amazing tennis players. There are the two main ones that I can think of, and I think a lot of people can think of that are women, are Venus and Serena Williams.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Two sisters. I mean, not only are you sisters that are really amazing sports players, but you like work together. They play separately. They're both very talented on their own and together. And they've won, I think combined, they've won at least like over 30 Grand Slams. Like they are just,
wow,
they're
that's incredible.
Yeah. Those women are fast, and they definitely know the field. And that's hard. Sports, I feel like, is always something we're told that we're not always going to be good at. But yeah, these two women, winning.
Oh yeah, they are such a great role model for all those female sports players, young and old.
Yeah, they remind us that we are good at sports. We just have, just if you dedicate the time and energy and you decide that's what you want to do, then do it. You can be really good at it. I think that's the amazing thing about these women that first started doing these things, had to be the first, but they won't ever be the last.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can almost guarantee you there's a toddler right now out in the world that's going to surpass
Serena. Yeah. Man, I'm going to be amazing. The next amazing
pro sport females.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you can see that for my propeller, let me get a good white background here so you can see the shape that I made. We've got our cap circle. We made our ring around our cap, and I made two little teardrop shapes on the side here. And a lot of times I find that it's really tricky to cut right in the middle of a piece of paper, especially when we're drawing circles. So a little trick that you can do if you're having trouble cutting into the middle of any type of shape is just giving it a slight bend in the middle and taking your scissors and giving it a little slice into the middle. And that helps us, giving us a little starter spot to really cut out that little inner circle. And now I'm just cutting around the line. And if cutting is not your strong suit, try practicing cutting out a little circle on a different piece of paper, just as like a little rough draft, and then try again later. It always helps to turn your paper as you're cutting. But there we go, a nice little propeller for us to do. If you want to erase those pencil marks, make it nice and clean, now's the best time. But all we're going to do now is just kind of wiggle our propeller over our cap without ripping it. You just want to be really careful with this part. But I'm using super thick paper right now. So I just don't want to rip it here. That's why we use thick paper. It really helps to get over this spot. All right, so I did it. And now it should be able to spin.
It's like a fidget spinner now.
Yeah, you got a little fidget spinner on the front. You got a plane as well that is missing some wings. So let's give it some wings, okay? Let's let it fly, because right now it's just kind of like a submarine. So now with our extra piece of paper that we used before, we're just going to be making our wings by taking that piece and folding it in half and adding. You can use a ruler if you'd like to make your lines. I'm just going to kind of wing it. Okay. So I'm going to find my corner. I'm going to go about an inch or two up, and I'm going to just bring it all the way to the top of my piece. Almost to the corner, but not quite. And now, since they're stacked, all we're going to have to do is just cut across that line. Cut a little bit of the top off, and you have 2 wings ready to go.
Whoa. Just like that.
Just like that. So we want to just finish it off by, you see this little section here that's straight, and you got a straight line there. You got 2 little spaces here for your folds, and this is going to be the easiest way to really connect your wings onto your plane. So we're just folding along that line and then gluing them onto our plane. All right, just like that.
You know, wings. Lots of girls like to put wings on their eyes. So we're always flying, right? We're always flying. See that, Jeff? Da-da. So even in makeup, you can express yourself by doing wings on your eyeliner, or maybe a nice bright lip. You know, a singer that I love, that she used to do really beautiful wing eyeliner and her hair dolled up, and she would sing these amazing songs. I love Fitzgerald, right? She was a jazz singer. She was always looking amazing and beautiful with her makeup. But not only that, she was like the first lady of song. She was just singing. And I mean, she started as young as 13 years old. She was just like very young singer wanting to keep on singing. And from 1917, I think she was born, 1917, all the way to 1996. So not that long ago. Actually, I think she died just a couple of years after I was born. So not that long ago at all.
You could have almost met her as a young infant.
If only. If only.
All right, so now we've got our wings connected. She is looking pretty beautiful. Last but not least, we want to just add on a few little windows to our plane. I've got some cutout circles ready to go. And now is the point that you can really just have fun with it. You can even print out little photos of you and your family. You can print out a photo of Amelia herself. Ooh, and add them onto the windows.
Like if you cut her just perfectly, like she's like flying the plane.
You know, maybe later I'll print out a little picture of you and I, Judy.
Oh, and we're flying the plane.
And we could be flying the plane.
Oh, that'd be so nice. Actually, can you fly the plane? I want to be in like the front.
Okay, you want me to do all the work.
As always. I can sit and relax.
All right, so this is our airplane. Obviously we got to do a little bit of adjustments, a little bit of cutting, but here we are, 2 lovely airplanes, one for you, Judy, one for me, and there we go. So this is an incredible way to get crafty, get creative with some items that you wouldn't actually usually look at and say, maybe I can make something out of this. You know, usually you look at a bottle and you look at it as trash, but we are reducing, reusing, and we are making something beautiful out of it. And on the topic of art and crafts and women in general in the art community. You know, a lot of artists, female artists in particular, have been overlooked, pushed to the side, and that is not the case anymore. There are so many incredible artists out there that are making art today, and a way that you can show support for your female artists that are either that you see like online or even friends that you have that are artists, it is always great to show support by buying art from them, by
going to their concerts.
Concerts if they're music artists, or even sharing any of their socials, you know, if Instagram, Facebook. It's always helpful for any type of brand, whether you're a musician or an artist. You know, you really want to be helping out our small businesses and also our not so popular musicians and artists. So on that note, I'm hearing someone wanting to come join us on the show.
I also hear that.
Oh, let's see who's gonna come join us. Hey, Judy.
Oh, it's so nice to see. Oh, look, we're kind of matching.
Oh,
look at we're matching.
Happy Women's Day.
Woo!
Women's Month in total.
I know, we get a whole month, which is really exciting.
I'm so excited. What's up with you, dude? What have you been doing?
Well, just thinking about how awesome it is to be a woman now and everything we can do. Wear pants, which is pretty cool. Or
That's true.
hang out with friends or vote, which is really nice. Those things. Think about all those positive, awesome things that's changed through the years. And even having a vice president, that's pretty cool.
That's super
exciting.
exciting.
Can do anything we want to do.
I know, it's so exciting. I feel so blessed to be able to have the opportunity to grow up in 2021 and have all these choices and opportunities and leadership roles that we didn't really have years ago.
That's true. And really, it's because of the women before us.
That's true.
It's thinking about them and what they did for us, and, you know, even the small things, right? What do you have any women in your life that you really think about as someone that inspired you to be who you are?
Well, you know what? Now that you're asking, I actually today was just seeing my grandma, someone who I call Amma, and she is someone who is so inspiring to me in my life. She is someone who I've always looked up to. She actually used to be an opera singer when she was young.
Whoa.
And so she has always been a source of comedic relief for our whole family. She's the funniest person I know, the most incredible singer, and just an all-around warm-hearted, incredible human being. So she is someone who I definitely look up to and someone who I strive to be in my future.
Wow.
What about you, Judy? Do you have anyone you look up to?
Well, I really look up to a couple of singers that write a lot of music that kind of started us off. But a singer that I used to listen to a lot as a small child was Carole King.
Ooh, I
love her lyrics and her writing style and her ability to write about just about anything, even sad emotions or happy emotions or being on the earth, moon, on my face, on the sky, raining down. And just listening to that music makes me want to write songs. So she has inspired me to write music and to keep writing and write about anything that comes to my mind.
And you know what? We could be those people too. I feel like in total, like with our inspiration that we've had from our role models, we can hopefully inspire some of our friends joining us today on the show, and also hopefully some of our students that come to our classes.
Especially our camps.
Camp. Yes, you're right. You're so right. Hopefully we can see all of you lovely friends at Camp Ed this summer.
And inspire and see inspiring people too. Because it doesn't matter if you're old or young, you can still inspire anyone to be whatever they want to be.
I'm inspired by my students every single day, to be honest.
Me too.
All right. Well, let's go talk to Avivah and Judy. I think they're lonely.
Okay.
Hello. Welcome back. All right. Well, I think that's going to be about it for today.
It's always hard to say goodbye, but I love the homework, though. Or not the homework. I don't like to call it takeaways, right? We love to think about those things that hopefully you do this next week. And just like last week, maybe you took a 15-minute break. Maybe this week you think about that person that did inspire you.
Yes. So this upcoming week, maybe take a few moments out of your day to really reach out to those women in your life that do inspire you and that you really appreciate. And by showing appreciation, you can try to reach out, check in on them, see if they need any help. Acts of kindness like helping around the house. Maybe if you aren't living with them, calling them up and see if they are working on any projects. Send them a package of something. Maybe they're missing material in their crafting project that you can send them.
But I think the bottom line is just letting them know they inspired you. Because really, having someone say that you inspired them is the motivation to keep on doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And to keep on being strong and creating or making or being just you. So letting someone know that you inspire them is just something so, it's like the best gift in the whole world.
And it might inspire them to like keep going. Because, you know, having those words of affirmation of people saying like, hey, you're doing a great job. I really appreciate you. It could mean the whole world to them and have them, you know, keep going on their awesome route that they're already walking on.
So reach out, connect, remind them who they are and what they do for you and all the people around them. And I can't wait to know about your answers and the comments of all the women that inspire you daily, from the people that maybe you've never met or to the person that's right next to you, like Avivah. I'm really inspired by you all the time. So having these people right here and near to you, to the people that you look up to on in music or art or any way, or in science or history, just keep on looking up and keep, opening up those doors. But I think it's time for the goodbye song, right?
No.
I know, it's so hard to say goodbye, but I can't wait to see you all next week. So let's go over it. Come on. I know it's tough to say goodbye, but there comes a time when you have to sing a little goodbye. La 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 la. At the center, we had so much fun making art together. It's time to say so long, but we had so much fun jamming and singing our songs. Oh, goodbye, 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 goodbye. La 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 la. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. My forever friends, until I see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. See you next week.